So I can go ahead, click on that, and get a nose right there with the cone. Now I'm going to go ahead and constrain Y only. So now I should be able to constrain Y. It's not working. I need to click on that. There we go. Okay, usually this is X, Y, Z you can constrain. And you should be able to limit so you're only scaling on Y. But I'm going to keep X, Y, Z on and see if this thing still works. Yeah, for some reason, clicking on the dot will actually make it work. So I'm going to scale it just a little bit skinny, all the way tall. And then from the middle, I should scale it all the way tight so I could get this little thing there. So now I'm going to go ahead and move it. Remember, move. And then it's inside his head, which is not a good place. So we're going to go ahead and get it out. Remember, Z is front and back, so he's looking to the front, which is good. And I need to rotate it. So the new tool you're going to learn is the rotate tool. And rotate, just like move and scale, has X, Y, Z. And you can see the green one, right? It rotates around the Y axis, which is up and down. You guys remember the little map right here? Y is up and down. So as you guys can see, that this rotates around the Y axis, and this rotates around the X, because here's X, left and right, and you have a little one. That rotates around the X, and then that rotates around the Z, which is blue. So see how beautiful? It tells you which color it goes around. You don't have to keep that in mind. For you, you're just a designer. But just so you know, and you want to be precise, you don't want to just crazily rotate it like that and have a stuck kind of thing where it's just like sideways kind of sticking out, right? So you want to be a little bit precise. And the more you learn how to model properly, the less problematic things you're going to have in the future. So we're going to do a little bit of X and then move in Y. If it's too long, like Pinocchio, we could just push it in or scale it in. So how do we scale it in? We could just use this little dot and bring it in. You guys see how convenient the move and the scale button together is? Very, very nice. So now we have it. It's not exactly in the center, so I'll use my front view to kind of make sure that's exactly in the center between the eyes. So that looks better. Do you guys see what they're used for? The orthographic views, there's a lot of uses for them, so you can actually see things a little bit better. So and it helps you make sure that it's really inside the surface. The eyes are there, the hat is there, everything is there, and there you go. So now I'm tumbling. See how I'm tumbling? It's way too long. So I'm again going to go ahead and scale it a little bit more, and then push it in there. There we go. And there is my JacK box ready to go. Now I want to go ahead and color them. I'm going to double click right here. This is called the material section. You guys see that? Let me just go ahead and zoom in here. Materials. Okay? Materials is very much fun. You just double click and then you get a new shader. This is the shader we're going to talk basically today. If you double click on that, you're going to get something that looks like this. Don't worry about it. You're just going to click on color, and let's go ahead and give it, what's his eye color? Anybody know JacK in the Box? I think he has blue eyes, right?
No, I think it's black.
Black? Okay, we'll make it blue. All right, so now it's as easy as drag and drop. So I'm going to drop it on the eye, boom. Drop it on the eye, boom. Okay, it looks kind of scary, but that's okay. I can double click.
Oh, it's blue.
I don't know if I have, yeah, I kind of figured it was blue. So again, the material, let's say I want to make this orange. I can double click, click on that, kind of like I'm doing a fusion of like a snowman as well. Okay, so I can go ahead and just drop that, boom, here. See how easy it is, right? So if you want the hat, does he have a hat color or no?
Yeah, it's yellow.
That's yellow, okay, so double click again, see that? And then you can click on that, or right here to the side of materials, you'll have the same window right here. You guys see that one right there? There we go. So when you click on a material, you'll have that window pop up right there. Usually I like it sometimes kind of up, like to just come and see me because I'm not going to use it that much. But it's just so you know, it's right there to the side. So you'll see me sometimes go here, and I'll pick any color that I like. I'm going to pick that, say OK, grab that, and then drag it on top. There we go. All right. This is just a basic exercise for now. Any questions so far before I do it again? Any questions at all?
I have a question.
Yes.
When you do it again, are we still watching you or are we also doing it?
Now you can take notes and do it. No, you're not doing it. You're taking notes. Because I definitely want to give you back. So HEAD, I mean hat. So remember to name your objects. So hat is right there. Double click. That's nose. So I'm going to call it nose. So make sure that all your models have a basic name. It takes 1 second to do it. You might get lazy after a while, but don't be lazy because it takes 1 second, only 1 fraction of a second to write down what it's called, and then you'll always have that, and you'll always have your thing ready. And now the final step is for you to save as, and you're going to save it as where you're going to go ahead and save it in your DP Mohammed class. I'm going to call it Cinema 4D, so new folder. C4D, create. So I'm going to save it there. I'm going to call it JacK1 or JacK. Now, it's good to name the object. Let me teach you a little bit about naming convention. So JacK_01. Always use 01, 02, 03, 04. Hopefully, you don't need more than 99 times to do JacK. But always save 01, 02, 03 as you go along. Okay? All right, I'm going to